Hi there, MonoGame fans. So, by request, I'm just recording this quick video about the MonoGame Content Pipeline tool, which is basically the replacement for the old Content Pipeline projects you had in XNA. So here you see I'm on the MonoGame 3.5 site and the downloads page here, and we've got several installs for MonoGame 3.5 on Visual Studio, Mac, Linux. There is even a separate download for the standalone version of the Content Pipeline tool for MonoGame. I believe there is also one in the works for Visual Studio. But here I am on a brand new machine because I've had to do a rebuild quite recently, and I've downloaded the 3.5 version of Studio, which includes the Content Pipeline tool. Obviously, if we're going to do any content, we need some actual things to install. And so just downloaded a very quick sprite library here from the completely free sprites library on GameArt 2D. I think I tweeted about this recently, so it's worth checking out. And downloaded this sprite sheet. And if I look here, this is what we get. So we've got a load of lovely sprites, open the sprites. These are all individual sprites, simply because I'm going to show some of the features of the Content Pipeline tool. And so if I go and start the tool itself, now that it's installed, got the pipeline tool there. You'll find that's installed in your MonoGame install folder. And it starts up brand new. So I'm going to simply create a new project. Go to my development folder, somewhere around here, go to MonoGame, and I'm just going to create a new folder. So I'll call it one. And in there, I'm going to create a folder of content. This is completely arbitrary. It's up to you how you want to manage these things. Let's just call it the content project one project. And as you can see here, this is creating a .mgcb, which is the file format used for the project. It's not the output. This is just for the content projects thing. So I've got my project now. Now I can either add items here and go over here and navigate to it, or I can simply drag and drop. So you can see I've selected several icons here. I'm just going to drag them over. It'll ask me, do I want to copy them over? Do I want to link to them? Or even skip them? But for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to copy these. So they're all in here. So I've got attack one. It'll choose the best importer and processor for the file type. Of course, you can also go and build your own custom import process and things, but that's a bit beyond this. So here's that project there. Now I'm going to save that, and if I want to, I can even build it here, and then this will generate for me all of the output XMB files. So you can see it's built it here, export it, and then it's simply built it in the project itself. So if I quickly, let's have a look, go to the content project, content, and in here, there's all my art, there's my project file, there's my bin folder, and there's all my XMB. So I can use that completely independently. But what about in a studio project as well? So if I fire up Visual Studio, I apologize, it's been very rough and ready because I've just thrown this quick video together, and it's a testant because it shows how quick and easy this is. So I'm going to do new project, go down to MonoGame. I'm also going to use this new MonoGame cross-platform project, which is just the new name for the OpenGL project. Okay, and I'm simply going to create a new project called Content Project 1. Not going to create a folder for it. Aha! That'll teach me for being clever. Click Content Project 1. Okay, so there we are. This will give you a brand new project. It will give you an existing MGCB file, which I can delete. And then I'm simply going to add the existing item. Go back to my content folder. Search for all files because we can't change the file scope to a file type that doesn't exist there. And I'm going to add that as a link. So that simply means all the content project files are still with the content project. And if I go and build this, fingers crossed. Oops. So when you add in your content project file, you also need to make sure you set the build action to the MonoGame content reference, and what that will do is it will fire off the content building process on the project. So, and that's incremental, so it only build things when it changes. If it doesn't change, it won't rebuild it. Clever enough like that. Go and build that. Build succeeded. So just to prove that's all working now, I'm going to go here, create a texture 2D called my sprite. Can't type. And then going to, as everyone should already know with XNA, I'm going to say my sprite equals content dot load a texture 2D, and leave that blank for the moment. So obviously need the name. So as I've still got the project open, I go here. So I want my attack1 file. Okay. Oh, good. Then get down to draw. Oh, no, draw, not update. And we're going to do a very simple sprite batch loop. Oops. Draw, don't worry about that yet. Sprite batch. And very quick. And then all we're simply going to do is say my sprite. And I'm just going to say 2.1 because I'm going to put it in the top left hand corner. One nice thing about MonoGame over XNA, where we're starting to separate ourselves from the original XNA, is you can see that all of the actual properties are actually defaulted. So if I look at this very last overload, I can put in whichever options I want, so long as there is a texture. Even the position will be null and one, but I've always done a position. So I'll simply save that, run it, and fingers crossed. There we go, and there's our sprite simply drawn on the screen. So it's loaded, it's been built in the content project, loaded into there, and then being drawn to the screen. Simple as that. So you've got any questions or queries, leave them below, and then you can simply use them in your project however you wish, separately, import them manually. This all works either which way around, so I could link into the actual XMB files there if I wanted to. So like I say, there's the built projects and then link to it. Can do, it's up to you. Feel free. So whether you're using it standalone or as part of your Visual Studio solution, the choice is completely up to you. So this is a quick review of the Content Pipeline tool and its use within the MonoGame project. I hope you find this useful. If you need any more information, simply comment below in the YouTube comments and I'll get back to you. Okay, happy gaming.